Buffalo Wild
Here we go.
Wings and Nacogdoches. This is the SFA Coaches Show. It's time to hear about all things SFA sports directly from the head coaches. Tonight's show sponsored by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Protecting Texans since 1952. Cadence Bank, proud sponsor of SFA Athletics. Opportunity lives here. Bud Light, it's for the fans. Agility Insurance Services, the nation's premier FMO. And by Pilgrims Nacogdoches, official partner of SFA Athletics and Buffalo Wild Wings. Proud presenting sponsor of the SFA Coaches Show. Now, here's the voice of the Lumberjacks, Chase Merrill.
Here we go.
And welcome into the Buffalo Wild Wings Coaches Show. As we get to sit down today with our first guest, and a little bit of a change in order here, and Coach Debbie Humphrys. Coach, how's it going?
Well, it is going. We are rocking and rolling. We are very busy with getting ready for the NCAA tournament later this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
TCU.
We have all the questions for you in that. Before we get there, though, I got to ask, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was short. You know, it was only a couple. I know Thanksgiving is one day, but the break's usually a little bit longer. But we took a couple days, gave the girls a couple days off after the conference tournament. It's long, it's grueling, it's 3 straight days of volleyball, which we hadn't done since early in the season. So we needed a few days. They got out of there. We did come back, practice, recover, do all those things, and then got them out of there for a couple days, got back to town, and been going ever since Friday evening.
Well, awesome. Did you get to spend some time with family?
Yes, family comes to us, so I have zero desire to travel this time of year. It's travel for volleyball, and that's it.
Do you have a favorite Thanksgiving food?
Oh, wow. No, I like it all. I'm a fan of all of it.
There you go. Well, Coach, number one, just congratulations. What a performance you guys had in Commerce a couple weeks ago. 3 sweeps in 3 days to secure their 7th Southland Conference Tournament Championship. This is actually the first time since '88 that every match in the SLC tournament was a sweep. What do you feel was the biggest factor to the performance?
Everyone wants to be here.
Well, that's interesting because I didn't know there had ever been a year that there were they were all sweeps, but I did know. I actually thought that when it was all over, I was like, wow, I bet that's never happened before. But, you know, our girls went in and had their eyes on the prize and just were in attack, what I call attack mode the whole time, where we were just trying to make our opponents as uncomfortable as we possibly could. So I was real pleased about how aggressive we were, and that's what led to those sweeps.
Monday Night Football.
Well, and then you also had 3 Jacks named to the all-tournament team. You had Caroline Call, Cameron Hill, and Ilana DeCease was named MVP. What do you see from those 3 during the tournament and throughout the season?
You know, those 3, it was all about consistency because we had so many players step up in big moments. Those were the 3 that really had great performances in all 3 matches during the tournament. So Caroline is the one who, she's our libero, so she steadies the defense. She touches a lot of first contacts and serve receive. That's really her forte. She's very good at taking care of. She wants you to serve her.
Yeah.
She knows she's going to pass the ball. And then the other 2 have all the responsibilities. They have that responsibility with her. They're the other 2 pieces of our passing core. But then they also have to attack when they're in the front row. So, you know, left sides is not what SFA is traditionally known for. Getting a lot of kills out of the left side. We have always have solid ball control left sides, but they've never scored at a pace that these guys have been scoring for us this year.
And that is awesome.
Yes, we needed every single one of those kills.
Absolutely. And kind of want to touch on your veterans a little bit. Your senior class of Jaden, Cameron, and Bella. They have a 102-26 overall record, 4 conference championships, and are headed to their 3rd NCAA tournament in their careers. Some are lucky enough just to have 1. They're going to get to be there in their 3rd. How has this class impacted you personally and the SFA program?
Yeah, for them, it's been 3 conference, 3 regular season titles, 3 NCAA tournament titles, and just what they've accomplished. They came in with a really, when they were freshmen, there was a very experienced group to show them and kind of lead the way and show them how to do it.
Which is fantastic.
And what they responded, they filled the role. They all saw playing time very early in their careers. And then they were able to follow that up and lead new young people into doing that. So we have a big sophomore class now that'll be in that upperclassman role a year from now. So they need to be learning, and I know they are, from what this group of seniors has shown them for the last couple of years.
And so now moving on, you guys had the long-awaited selection show Sunday yesterday, and you know, I got to rewatch the video and all the good stuff. I was out of town, but I got to rewatch it. I think you were the first to your feet.
Hey, we were going to A&M, which is close, so all the fans can come, and we aren't playing A&M in the first round. Those were two really exciting things.
Absolutely. But you guys, you heard your name quick as the Lady Jacks. They were announced in the first part of the bracket in the Nebraska quadrant. SFAU does get to play number 60 TCU in the Bryan College Station Regional, hosted obviously by Texas A&M. That will be on Friday, December 5th at 4 p.m. I know this is your 9th time hearing this program's name be called, but what is the feeling like during a selection show for you and your team?
It's a lot less stressful when you know you're in. It's like we're going, and we know we're in. So it's more about where are we going to go, who do we need to go get ready for, as opposed to 2 years ago when we didn't know we were in and we were hopeful, and it never happened before. And our name came very early that night as well, which was probably a good thing, because otherwise, I don't know if I would have survived that or not. But no, it's still exciting. You know, anytime you're going to the NCAA tournament, you know it's been a good season, and you, as a competitor, you want that opportunity to go test yourself against the very best there are out there in the business.
Absolutely, and you guys have really come a long way. It started out at the end of August against UTSA all the way to now. What would you say is the biggest impact that this team has had on you throughout the season as you guys continue to march forward in the playoffs?
They have given me more gray hairs than any team I've ever been around. That would be their biggest impact on me. You know, they are a great group of human beings to be around. But it has just been constant. Just we have to stay on them and push them and drive them, and they're so talented. But just keeping them moving in the right direction to get that consistency that we need, because we know how talented they are. But getting them to do that as a unit day in and day out has been a real challenge, but it's really been fun over this past month to watch it really come together.
And this is the 4th time in program history, the first since 2019, where SFA, and you touched on this, where SFA has not played the host of the regional. What does that mean for this team, and how much the community values our schedule and play throughout the season?
Yeah, I think our RPI got up to 64, if I'm not mistaken, this week.
You got your automatic stat machine over there.
I can look at Amanda, and she knows all the numbers. It's either her or Greg Miller, one or the other. Those two keep me straight with regard to the numbers. But we played a very difficult preseason schedule, and we took some hits in that, but we were in all of those matches and had an opportunity. We just were not winning close sets early in the season. That's the biggest adjustment we've seen, because we played some close sets in every match at the conference tournament, but we won all of them. Correct. And then we'd follow it up by blowing a team out in the next set. So that winning those close sets does give you momentum heading into the next set. And we have finally learned how to close some of those out, which, volleyball, winning and losing, there's such a fine line. Such a fine line between the two. And we played so many close sets early on, and we just weren't winning them. But we were competing against very good teams, and lots of those teams also heard their name called yesterday.
Well, Coach, I know I'm excited. You guys will face off TCU in College Station. Anything else you got for Jack Nation?
We're College Station is only about 2.5 hours down the road, and we could certainly use SFA purple. There's going to be a lot of purple there on both sides, but we could use some SFA purple and lots of fans in the stands yelling and screaming. And it is an early match at 4 o'clock, so
there you go.
Just love for Jack Nation to find their way to College Station and come out and support us this week.
Coach, thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Coach Debbie Humphries with SFA Volleyball. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Coaches Show on the Lumberjack Sports Network from Learfield.